We're supposed to find the angle that makes cotangent of that angle equal 1 over the square root of 3. Okay, and then we're also told it's an acute angle because there could be two. Yeah, there are two within 0 to 2 pi, but basically acute angle means it's somewhere between this part and this part right here. Okay, so the acute angle looks something like this. We don't know exactly how to draw it until we know what the angle is. So we'll just draw a random side, a random line emitting from the origin. And then we're supposed to figure out what theta is, so we want to make a right angle with the x-axis every time we do these problems. And then this is where you'll want to use the special triangles that are often asked of students to memorize. Okay, there's two of them. There's the 30-60 triangle, and then the third angle is a right angle, because we're doing right angle trigonometry. And the side always across from 30 is a 1/2, and the side across from 60 is square root of 3 over 2. Okay, just a triangle that we got to memorize in order to get these values. Okay, and then we have a 45-45 triangle. So we got square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, and then 1. We always draw these triangles in the unit circle. There are other ways of memorizing trig values. Maybe your instructor doesn't do the way I'm presenting, but this is certainly one way that's shown a lot throughout the country. So we got these values to memorize, and if our angle is going to somehow have a square root of 3 in it, then that means our angle certainly isn't going to be 45 or 45, because that gives us square root of 2. We need to have some sort of square root of 3, so we can forget about this triangle. We know it's got to be this triangle up here. And it's not going to be 90 degrees because that's always the angle we make with the x-axis. So it's either going to be a 30 here or a 60-degree angle there. Okay. So let's guess and say it's 60 degrees here. And if we put a 60-degree angle here, and if 1 is the hypotenuse, then we can label the opposite of 60 is going to be square root of 3 over 2, according to our special triangle that we have memorized. Okay, this is square root of 3 over 2, that's opposite of 60. And then this is a 30-degree angle up here, so what's opposite of that is 1/2. Okay, so we've labeled it. We got to keep in mind that we're guessing right now. We know it has to be either 30 or 60, so we'll just guess for one of them, and if it's not this one, then it's got to be the other one. Okay. So if you put 60 degrees here, what's opposite of 60 is square root of 3 over 2, the adjacent's 1/2, and the hypotenuse is 1. So we're ready to do the cotangent ratio. So cotangent of any angle theta is always the adjacent divided by the opposite. That's a definition. Okay. That's because cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. We just flip tangent. So the adjacent the adjacent angle 60 is 1/2. So we're going to put a 1/2 up top here. And the opposite is square root of 3 over 2. And so to resolve this, to figure out whether this is the same thing as this, we got to still do a little bit of math, right? I'm going to rewrite this as a division problem. Same thing, right? Because a fraction can be rewritten as a statement of division. We got 1/2 being divided by square root of 3 over 2. And then to keep resolving this, we'd flip and multiply the second fraction. And then the 2's can cross cancel. And look, that's what we wanted. We guessed that the angle was 60 degrees, and when we did the cotangent ratio, it did turn out to be 1 over square root of 3, so my guess was correct. So theta equals 60 degrees. Or if we need it in terms of radians, you could divide it by 180 and stick a pi on there. That's pi over 3. Okay, so there's our answer.